You know, flying down a mountain in a narrow path with trees all around you and big turns with berms and stuff like that. I never saw myself doing that, but now I am. On my brother's birthday, January 3rd, 2011, I was skiing with my dad and him at Red Mountain, and on the last run of the day, I told my dad that I would see him at the bottom, and then I don't remember anything after that, and I woke up like this. When I fully came to, it was a hard realization that I couldn't feel or move anything below my armpits. I was only 11 years old when this happened, and once you're faced with something that's so like real and like not any way, not given any solution, you just have to deal with it. And so from the beginning I just kept saying, I still have my whole life ahead of me, and I didn't let it get me down or depressed at all. I'm so grateful he came to Sunny Hill that one day, and you know, even just the first time I saw him, he blew my mind with what was possible when he just wheelied himself over all the way backwards onto the ground and then got right back in his chair like it was no problem. Then I followed him outside, and somehow he transferred into his lifted truck like it was no issue at all, and that was a real mind opener. Since my accident, I've actually involved myself in more sports than I can say I did before my accident. With wheeling and sit skiing and now adaptive mountain biking. What first sparked my interest was when Josh Dewick invited me out to New Denver to try out the spine for the first time on his Explorer 3. That blew all my expectations out of the water of what I could even do. As soon as I got on that, it was unlike anything I've ever been on before in terms of riding.
The sport's pretty young as is. It only really seemed to have taken off in Canada in the last few years, spearheaded by former professional athletes that have been injured in mountain biking, and it's only really been in the last maybe 2-3 years where things have really been pushed in the direction of trail development and programming for adaptive mountain biking. Right now, the West Kootenays has 6 adaptive trails purpose-built to give the mountain bike experience to someone on 3 wheels, as well as open up the sport to really just anyone to enjoy mountain biking in its traditional sense, rather than just a gravel road. These trails are meant to be a mountain biking experience. And when it comes to the West Kootenays as comparable to other places in Canada, the West Kootenays definitely has far and away the greatest concentration of these adaptive and more inclusive mountain biking trails.
To see smiles on so many people's faces when they try out the bikes, and to see them really push in their comfort zone, which I think is a really healthy thing to do for especially somebody who's paralyzed. It really makes me feel really great inside. I would really love to see myself getting a lot more into it, hopefully getting my own bike one day, and maybe even designing my own bike one day. You know, in the start, some things like this might seem scary, whether it be sit skiing or mountain biking or any type of sport that has some sort of risk to it. But once you get in there and just try it out, it really feels, for me, almost natural.